All right. This one has been requested a couple times, but I'm going to have to break it up into two segments. Let's go. Cumtown, Ben Shapiro, Mr. Feeny.
Because you're not a poo unless you fuck the principal.
Absolutely
That's pretty pimp.
Yeah.
You find the biggest, baddest
It's the
authority
captain of the
figure.
football team having sex with the principal.
Yeah, you gotta fuck some bald man in the ass.
Yeah.
You gotta grab him by his little shoehorn.
Mike
or
was
horseshoe.
so cool. He not only fucked the prom queen, but he also bent over Mr. Baldwin. Fucking went balls deep.
Absolute
Yeah.
savage.
Yeah.
Honestly, I would.
Very good, Michael. Very good.
Very good.
Well, I think we're going to win the big game now.
I had my high school principal was named Mr. Wilson.
Oh, Mr. Matthews, if I could see you in my office, I'm going to make you the coolest kid in school.
Geez, I don't know, Mr. Feeny.
Yeah. It's just another day that the boy meets world. It's a boy who's meeting the world. It's boy meets world. Ba-da-da-da. That's the theme song.
Go ahead and fuck me in the ass, Mr. Matthews.
Last week on Boy
I'm
Meets
holding
World.
my cheeks open.
It's wide open for you, Mr. Matthews. To be continued. Close up.
Yeah, I don't know, Mr. Feeny.
Yeah, fucking Corey or whatever his name is.
Yeah,
Fucking-
Corey.
Is that the character's name?
Corey.
Corey.
Corey he's in shock and he doesn't know what to do.
One of the Savage brothers he was.
And now, where we left off last week, and then it's back, and he's staring. He's not all the way in the principal's office yet. He's in like the waiting area, and the secretary, she's completely naked, and she's got her tits
She's
out.
also naked.
And he's like, I can't. She's like, oh, my clothes fell off. And he's like, but I'm gay. And she's like, oh, well, then go right through and see the
Go in
principal.
to see Mr.
And then
Feeny.
he opens his door, and Mr. Feeney's bent over his desk holding his ass open. He's like, oh, thank God. And then the studio audience laughs.
Yeah. I thought for a second you might be
Anxiety.
straight, Mr. Matthews.
Thank God. I thought you were already in the room, and you didn't want to have sex with my ass. And that's
Very
why
well, then.
That's why this required a 2-part episode.
Yeah, oh, dude, I would have
Take
been
a
on the
look
edge of my
and-
seat for a week.
Yeah.
Waiting.
Oh my
Is he
God.
gonna fuck Mr. Feeny?
Yeah, when is
he gonna get
TGIF?
sucked off by the
Do
secretary?
you think
with
Corey?
her
Do
tits
you
out?
think Corey fucks Mr. Feeny in the ass? Call 1-800-682 and vote now. Brought to you by Butterfingers. Enter for a chance to win a full replica of Mr. Feeney's ass that you can fuck at home.
That's right.
What
This is,
the
even though
hell?
this is years before Fleshlight.
Right into P.O. Box 6822. Attention, Mr. Feeney's ass
You get
contest,
a
Las
paper
Vegas,
mache
Nevada.
ass of Mr. Feeney's.
Oh, man.
Price is subject to verification. Only one entry per whole household. The household
Take a small one,
Take a
you're
small.
gay, you don't
It's his vagina.
If you're a little faggot, you can't vote.
This bitch ass faggot.
No black people are allowed to do it.
Black people, Chinese, Indian. India, Chinese, Japanese. Thank you very much. He was one of the best disclaimer
shit.
guys around. 1998 fit, and he got so into children's cough medicine, he was checked out by the second or third line. It's the Nissan fuck you in the ass event. Come on down at participating dealerships only. I'm gay, my wife left me.
She took the kid, she took the house. I'm gay now.
I'm Mr. Feeny. I'm Mr. Feeny.
Mr. Feeny. I'm Mr. Feeny. Mr. Matthews, please fuck
I
me
jacked
in the
off to Mr. Feeny. I jacked off to pictures of Mr. Feeny in the movie The Graduate. He's standing by the pool and he's wearing shorts. I jacked off. That was the first time I jacked off. I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know what I was doing.
This is the first time I ever told anybody. This is
Yeah.
the first time Am I gay? I don't know.
It was 1979. I was 11 years old. I didn't know. For some reason, I was watching The Graduate.
The Nissan copy! The Nissan!
Yeah.
Come on!
Shit.
It's the Nissan jack
stomach.
off to Mr. Feeny in The Graduate event.
I've never busted so much. It's the thing that makes me most.
1984, I was 11 years old.
It's
He's
the
a
only thing that
graduate
made me
on
feel alive.
Mr. Feeny, he's wearing blue shorts and he's got no shoes on.
Whenever I close my eyes, it's the only image I see.
I don't know why. I imagine him coming up to me in the pool, telling me to get out. It's time to get out of the pool. You can't be in there all day, Mr. Disclaimer Guy.
Fuck.
And then something happened. And then I had to talk like this. And then I became obsessed with Judeo-Christian morality. And then I have to talk like this. This is who I became.
Oh my God, Ben.
Because the Islamic religion never developed logic. They never developed logic. Actually, subject to verification. I jacked off to Mr. Feeny.
Dude. Oh my God, I can't. I need to pause it. I fucking legitimately just got lightheaded. What the hell?
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's why I talk like this.
That's why I talk like this. I jacked off to Mr. Feeny.
I didn't have a choice.
Tits.
My sister's tits were so big that I had to jack off to Mr. Feeny. I needed something to jack off to, and my sister walked by, and I saw her big tits, and it made me feel sick. So I went in my room, and I put on The Graduate. A very good movie. A very good movie about Judeo-Christian values. And I picked the least sexy scene in the movie, the part where you can see Mr. Feeney's feet. And I jacked.
Oh my goodness.
And I jacked off to that.
I jacked off to
I jacked off to that. Over to a Nissan sales event. It's the Nissan sales event brought to you by Ben Shapiro.
Oh my God.
Yeah, dude. I bet you. I mean, we all wanted to fuck Topanga, though, right?
What,
some
what
fucking
race
water.
was she? Coconut?
I think she was just a white girl with big
Yeah,
lips.
hippie parents.
But they gave her name was supposed to be like what? Like ethnically huge tits.
Yeah.
That's right.
Her race is
His
tits.
race is fat titties. Take me there, dude. I want to fucking get shipwrecked and wash up on the Topanga
My
Island.
daughter, Topanga Bazonga. Bazonga.
Topanga coconut.
Bazonga Tigos.
What's she up to these days? I've tracked down.
I think they tried to reboot it. Maybe
They did. He was like, oh
And it
fuck, I don't
didn't-
have my phone. I was
Mr.
gonna be a professional. Put it in
They
the
got
other
fucked in
room.
my ass.
They fucked me ass.
I don't have my phone either.
Mr. fucked me in the ass.
And my favorite show is Boy Meets World. And I won a trip to go all the way to the set. And Mr. Feeny fucked me in my ass.
Oh, you
I've
must
never told
be a
anyone.
big fan.
That's a cute
Why don't
little
you-
hat you're wearing there, Mr. Shapiro. What do you call it?
It's called a yarmulke.
It's called a yarmulke, is it? Why don't you come into my trailer and you can tell me more about the yarmulke?
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
That sounds great.
I get to meet Mr. Feeny. Mr. Feeny, I'm a big fan of your feet.
He's already getting hard as he's walking into the trailer.
I don't understand what's happening to my body.
Why is my penis getting hard?
Now, I hope you don't
My
mind
pants are
if
getting tighter.
I pull down your suit. I unbutton the suit you wore here for some reason.
Put down your briefcase.
You won the Meet Mr. Feeny contest, and so you wore a suit
You
and
wore
a
a suit
yarmulke.
and a yarmulke and brought a roller backpack for some reason.
You have a briefcase with wheels on it.
Like you're at an airport.
It doesn't make any sense. It's like somebody said, you know what's gay? A briefcase. How can we make it a little bit
How can we
gayer?
make a
Some flowers
briefcase
on that
gay,
shit.
Mr. Shapiro?
Mr. Shapiro.
Yeah,
And then he held me
he's
down and he fucked me in the ass.
And he held me down and he fucked me in my mouth. And then I
Oh,
became obsessed
yeah.
with Judeo-Christian values.
Very good, Mr. Shapiro.
Yeah. Just like that, Mr.
Oh,
Shapiro.
I laughed so hard I could get
Oh,
like,
you're the best
dehydrated
I've
myself.
ever
Getting
had.
skull fucked by Mr. Feeny.
That's how you do it, Mr. Shapiro.
His head hanging back off,
Yeah.
like upside down off a bed.
Throw that neck back for me. It's all in the neck, Mr. Shapiro.
Give it to me upside down, Spider-Man style, Mr. Shapiro.
Very good.
Very good, Mr. Shapiro. Oh,
And then he spit on my balls. And he put my balls in his ass. Real quick,
One more thing, Mr. Shapiro.
there's one thing I'd like to do before you leave. It would be a shame to waste such a trip. You won the contest. I'm going to put your little baby balls in my ass. And I remember it hurting.
It hurt. Even though my balls were small. That's
Getting
how
fucked in my ass wasn't as painful as having my nuts squeezed into Mr. Feeney's ass, which he somehow was able to flex and crush my nuts.
And that's why I talk like that. That's why. My vocal cords
and I was never able to hit complete puberty.
I'm
Because
not
my-
a castrato.
Because my nuts were crushed in Mr. Feeney's ass.
I talk like this because Mr. Feeney crushed my nuts when I was 11.
After winning a contest, it wasn't a contest. I would just write in to correct the things on the show. They called me the tidbit boy in the writers' room.
The logical fallacy.
Because I would pay attention to what homework was assigned in the show to Corey, and then do the fictional homework myself and send it in to be graded by the writers for extra credit, and demanded that they write to my teacher at Jewish School of Judaism in Israel,
The Golda Meir Jewish School
the
for
Beth
Israel.
School of Jewish Israel School, which receives $50 million a year from the public school system,
Redirected from the public
school system, so that black kids can have lunch, so that we can have extra computers.
Anyway, that's why I talk like this.
The School for Extraordinary Jewish Boys. We
God
scored.
damn.
Oh my God, we scored.
Nice. Adam's watching.
I'm watching
An
Arsenal
Arsenal game.
Liverpool.
So the one day he puts his phone away, he's
I got
watching
a full match
a
on.
soccer match.
Listen, I can't believe it. Okay,
There are two types of logic.
it's Yom Kippur.
There's Yom Kippur logic, and then I didn't have anything there. I was trying to. Where I wanted to end up is Ben Shapiro making a declarative statement about what Mr. Feeney's penis tastes like, and then defending it by saying you can make a reasonable assumption as to what Mr. Feeney's penis tastes like without actually having to have sucked Mr. Feeney's penis. It doesn't prove anything just because I went into a fugue state and described Mr. Feeney's penis in detail.
The fact that I knew that it tasted like enoki mushrooms.
Using Judeo-Christian logic, it is entirely possible to create an argument through reason to describe exactly what Mr. Feeney's penis tastes, looks, and smells like.
You didn't even have any first-hand experience.
I brought on a toddler to debate me about it.
You're gay.
Yeah. You suck Mr. Feeney's
I'm not.
penis. This interview is over. Maybe if you actually read my book, you would know that he just made me put my balls in his ass.
You said you got skull fucked by him.
That part was retracted in a later edition of the book.
Miss me with that gay shit.
That was an editorial error, which any author is afforded at least 15 mistakes.
It was an editorial error that I put in 3 whole chapters.
Four
describing
and a
getting
half
fucked in the
chapters
mouth.
describing getting fucked in the mouth by Mr. Feeny and describing his penis in detail was what is commonly known as a typo. Maybe you've heard of it. If not, I'd be happy to direct you to the Wikipedia page for typos. Ben Shapiro destroys baby that says he got raped by Mr. Feeny.
All right. That'd be the end of the first part. Fuck, dude. Whew. Hell yeah, man. That was good. Hell yeah.